The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Run for Pollard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dahl into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win, despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Mike's 50. Watch the slip.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Stick from the gun. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, like I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing losing yardage back at the 40.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Flushed out right. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
14 yards there on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Touchdown, Tony Pollard. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He completes this to Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And a points result, we'll call this play significant.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they give this time to the tailback. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A Big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
The 35-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
14-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
First and 10. Dahl. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. A shotgun throw for Stick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stick. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
26-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stick looks to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Stick back to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stick to throw once more. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Stick looks to throw it again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The 36-yard line.
From the gun, Dahl. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 47.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dahl firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Las Vegas.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Operating from the gun. Dahl. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. But we always talk about why you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
The kick is
all right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
7 brings up.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Stick. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
39-yard
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but now it'll be 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 5.
Stick from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the Raiders' 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Stick.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, well, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got